Welcome back to another edition of the Isaiah Thomas Show, and I am your host, Carey from Soonerscoop.com. Joining me is the star of the show, Isaiah Thomas, as always. Isaiah, great to have you back once again. And there at the end of the montage, what a great moment, Spencer Rattler getting to come in the game to a big ovation, which I thought was really cool of the fans, throws a touchdown pass, and just a massive, massive celebration on the sideline.
Yeah, it was cool to see, It's fun to see him out there, making plays like we know he can do. I seen a tweet the other day. It said that someone believes that Oklahoma has 2 of the top 10 quarterbacks in the nation. And I believe it, Spencer and Caleb just happen to be just 2 great players who are capable of starting, so they got to just battle it out, week in and week out. But, it was fun to see, Caleb out there making plays and Spencer out there making plays. It's a humble guy, both of them, so it was fun to see.
Now, I'm bearing the lead here because I could not have been prouder to be the host of the Isaiah Thomas Show with the game. I mean, my God, you just played incredible, Isaiah. I mean, the knockdowns, the strip sack to really kind of whittle that thing away at the end. But my God, I think I asked you after, you probably had to have as many text messages as you've ever had in your life after a game waiting on you.
Yeah, game like that outside of Texas, when you just play well on a platform like, the one we have at the Palace. When you play well, you're going to get recognition for it. I just took it amongst myself. I went through my pregame rituals. I just took it amongst myself to play dominant, which I do every game. But everything just clicked, and that starts with the preparation of practice. The preparation of practice we had, with the coaches that instilled that in us. And I just went out there and did my thing. Like JB said, I didn't play fantabulous. I just played like myself. It's what's expected of me. So I'm gonna just continue to do that for the rest of the season.
Well, and let me do this right here. Let's go to some of your highlights in the game, and here you are warming up. And like you said, mindset, you prepared all week for this, but you can never expect that you're going to have this much of an impact, I would think, on a game. But here you are through warm-ups. We're getting ready for your very first play coming up here, which it was, I think, the very first play of the game, but I don't know that I've ever seen you this fired up after a run stop in a game.
Well, yeah, so I like you said, you don't predict what you're going to do, because if you predict the outcome of how you're going to play, it usually doesn't happen the way you do. So if you just go out there and try to perform, your outcome will be better than what you expected. And you're right, I haven't been this hyped after a TFL in I don't know how long, but it was more so because they at the coin toss, they chose to receive. And, usually they, defer with the ball at the second half, and I just see it as a sign of disrespect when they try to receive, especially on our defense.
I didn't even think about that aspect of you kind of taking it personal. Now, I want to go back here to this play. There you are, still coming off the field. By the way, can I ask a question? This bothers me. The mankini style of the pants that Jordan has you wearing now in the back there. Is that bothering me? Because so many people have towels on over their butts. And I'm wondering if this is a thing. The other guys just don't like the way that thing looks. There's Nick, he's got the towel.
Yeah.
DJ Graham's got the towel. I know Mario Williams has the towel. But it's I don't know. Is it a thing?
It is a thing. I know a lot of guys don't like their hands sweaty and slippery and stuff like that in certain moments, which I understand. Like Nick has to play blocks to get a hold of their jersey, shoulder pads, and whatnot. But it's just not my style, really. But I mean, if it works with them and it gets us the results that we had Saturday, I might start wearing it too.
Okay, so let's go back to kind of your highlights here. So this is, I want you to tell me what happened here. Your helmet comes off. I don't know, is somebody kick you in the head or just
I'm not too sure really. So I know I was running an inside stunt, and I was supposed to wrap a little tighter than what I was. But I mean, you see, I still made the play. And as I'm going down, helmet was starting to come off, and I'm not too sure what happened in the collision. I don't know if someone kicked me or like someone like ended up kneeing me in the head in that pile. But I felt it for sure. I mean, as you can see, I was kind of affected by it. I went to the side, and I don't really know. You see the helmet come off, and the collision happened. Like someone's knee or thigh just like ran him to the side of my head, and their quarterback even checked in on me, man, which was crazy. I didn't expect that.
I saw that.
He seen that it was serious enough that I guess he watched enough film to see like I'm not really fazed by a lot of stuff, but I was fine. Just a little dazed by the initial hit, but they checked on me. I was fine for the rest of the game, but it took me by surprise. That was the most thing that had me dazed.
I was freaked out because I was like, okay, Isaiah cannot have a concussion. He was playing lights out. I don't want him to miss the game. So, we continue on here. I believe this is your. It's tough for Eddie. I think with the camera, especially when you have you're anticipating that every time a quarterback throws the ball to get the arc and everything. So when you have a batted down pass that the line scripts, this is the one that goes up. Patrick Fields catches it. Hopefully I cut it off before he kills the cheerleader. No, there's the cheerleader. I guess he said on Braden and Jeremiah's show that everything was okay.
Everything was okay. That she was okay. But that's uncharacteristic of Pat to not checking on her at the initial moment. I don't know. He shouldn't. I think they should take away his semifinalist awards that he's up for. And I don't.
That's
not gonna vote for him if I get a vote. If the players vote, I'm not gonna vote for him anymore.
The Campbell Trophy people are just incensed right now. Okay, so let's continue on here. This is more. These are the most highlights that we've ever broken down of you in a game, Isaiah. Here we go.
That's how it should be.
Whoops. I guess I need to go back. This is, I believe this is the strip sack right here. Yeah. And there it is. And we have some things to discuss here. Because I thought, okay, so here was my first thought when I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just like the Texas game all over again. Like Isaiah is blowing kisses to the Texas Tech bench. Like he's going beast mode. He's being a jerk again. But then I saw on your Instagram, I believe it was your girlfriend.
Correct.
That actually came out and basically said he was blowing those kisses to me.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I like you said, I was playing dominant, having fun. And I can be kind of a jerk, in between the whistles. But after that, I'm focused on celebrating and stuff. And after the play, I know my girl, she comes to every home game. And she just happened to be in that general direction. And I couldn't spot her out with all those people right there, but I knew that she knew it was for her.
Was that why the next you go here and then you come back, you turn back around, you blow more kisses? Was that just to make sure she saw it?
Yeah, most definitely. Because I heard that, when I got, out the locker room and stuff, she told me she didn't see the initial ones, but then she said when she was done celebrating, she seen that very last one. So I'm glad I did it, but those were to her. It wasn't to the bench. I'm a jerk, but I'm not that big of a jerk.
Well, you surprised. That's the thing. It's surprising when you go after people because, you're such a mild-mannered guy for most of the time. It's at this game, it was different. And let me ask you, just about that. You've talked about it a little bit, but, I'll be honest, I was kind of pissed that you weren't Big 12 Player of the Week this week.
Yeah, it happens. I wasn't, I'm not going to say I expected it, but, if it would have happened, I wouldn't have been surprised. But I seen the guy who did get it. I believe he had 4 sacks that whatever game, And it was a productive game by him, and that's fine and all. It was a great game by him and stuff. But I think if anything, it possibly should have been Cole Defensive Player of the Week because I think I affected the game in a lot of different ways. That would have been my defense, but it happens. I'm not too worried about it.
Hey, you know what? You go out and you do the same thing against Baylor. You're definitely going to be Defensive Big 12 Player of the Week. By the way, let's get into this real quick, just about the batted down passes, because I know you talked about it after the game as well. maybe we should let Alex Grinch explain this here first. Let me play this little question that I asked your coach after the game was over. Why did it take Isaiah Thomas so long to figure out he was so tall and that he could bat down passes at the line of scrimmage?
No, I know, and that's one of those things when you talk about being on the inside versus outside. That a lot of that has something to do with that. On the inside you can kind of get you're mashing so much. If you look over and not saying a defensive tackle can get a handle on football, but on those edges, especially in three-step drop game, so often it's on that perimeter. So to have an edge guy, throw a ball up there, obviously has a huge impact.
So tell me, how big a point of emphasis was that during the week? When did that kind of start becoming a thing? I told you this after the game. Eddie and I talk about this all the time. When people don't realize how tall you are, standing up next to you. You legitimately are one of the taller OU football players, especially defensive players. And a guy that plays on the edge, one of the taller guys I've ever met, that plays that position. And people don't realize, you're a legit basketball player size in terms of height.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that like you said, I'm the tallest defensive player on our defense. I believe it's out of me and RK. But outside of that, like guys on the field, I'm the tallest defensive player. And it was a point of emphasis this week. I was at defensive tackle this week, as we all know. And Tibbs pointed out several times, I haven't had a guy in this room yet this season to bat a pass down. And Coach Kane always harps on you can affect the quarterback in several different ways. Pressures, hits on the quarterback, sacks obviously, and getting hands on the ball. And we practiced that a couple days throughout the week. Just getting hands up. And film study is a big key of it, man. And I know, fans, if you're watching this, if you got kids that play sports, tell them film study is key because watching film, helped me a lot because they do a lot of quick game. They do a lot of RPOs and stuff like that, a lot of stuff across the middle or on the outside, on the edges. And I know if I was in that position, getting the hands up, you can't affect the game any better than that if you can't get to the quarterback.
So do you feel like you kind of have a new weapon in your arsenal now?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I don't know. It's not that I wasn't conscious of using it. It's just that I wouldn't think I would have to use it as much. But knowing how teams will block us now or knowing that they want to get the ball out quick, that we got, dominant guys up front that can get to the quarterback, I had to be more aware of it. Should have been more aware of it earlier in the season. But, yeah, I'd say it's a new weapon in my arsenal for sure.
And I think that, as you mentioned, having that attitude coming out, being pissed off that they won the toss and took the ball, is that something that you felt like everyone took that personally, or it wasn't just you, or was that
definitely? I feel like a lot. Yeah, I think a lot more people took it personal. I think I made it obvious because initially, we can only have 4 captains out there. So I stayed back on the hashes or on the numbers and let the captains go out there, the other captains go out there. And, he said Texas Tech would like to receive. And, after that, they're shaking hands. I just put my helmet on. I go straight to the sideline. And, I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm already mad. I'm already like, did they just really just do this, all this and that? Then, seeing the formation they was in, knowing the tendencies that they like to do and the call that we had, it put me in a position. And that's why you see I'm so emotional. My girl, she always says that, out there on the field, I'm IT, but, when I'm with her hanging out, I'm Isaiah and stuff. So I guess IT, came out that play.
And I think we have to talk about, just what it was like this week. Take us inside knowing that Alex Grinch was moving Key Lawrence to cornerback this week and that, you were getting DJ Graham back. You were getting Delarian Turner-Yell back, and we'll talk about your roommate here in a minute. But how did that develop? Did you feel confident in that? Did the rest of the team start to gain confidence in Key as the week went on, the way he practiced?
Oh, yeah, 100%. And, I can say that from my perspective for sure because I know the mentality that Key has. Like I said in a couple previous shows, that Key Lawrence was my roommate at Kansas State, on the road. And just hearing his story, we talked, obviously, we got a lot of downtime. And hearing his mentality, how he approached the game and how he just wants to win and make plays, I wasn't worried at all when they put him out there. He's a big guy, physical, just wants to get the ball out or, get interception. So, stuff like that, around the guys, it's effective, it's contagious. And the rest of the guys had that same belief that I had in him. And obviously coaches did too.
The thing that surprised me most is just, did you kind of know that athletically that he was a good fit for corner? Because I think, you only know what you see. We can't watch practices. But is he kind of, I don't know, do people look at him as kind of a freak athletically?
I definitely do, because I mean I know we were in the same workout group as well, and the numbers that he puts up are crazy, and they translate to the field as well. And he's a physical guy, strong, real super bouncy. I mean verticals like 40 or at least 39. I mean you can quote me on that. And but yeah, he's just that guy that can go out there and perform and make plays. And when they moved him out there, it caught me by surprise initially, because I mean I know to me in my opinion, corner is like the hardest position on the field, especially man to man, because I mean you got to anticipate and react to what the guy across from you does. And he just has those instincts to play that position. I mean, he did well at it.
Well, and as a Kame guy that he went up against the Tech, I mean, he's a really big physical guy, and he took that challenge right from the go. It was like you almost felt like he was seeking him out as much as he was looking to not make a mistake.
Oh yeah, I know Coach Riley. I think Coach Riley instilled that in us as well this week, because I know people always say, defending Big 12 champs, but we're not defending nothing, because the ones that we've won, they're already at the facility. We're trying to go get the next one, and it's always that we're being hunted. People are out for us, but I mean you can't be acting like that. You got to be the hunter, not the hunted. And Key came out there with that mentality.
And I'm so happy that this finally happened, that we finally got to see this man on the field, because you have no idea just how obnoxious it's been to not be able to ask you about your roommate. Like, when's he coming? Like, and you have to admit, I've been pretty good, haven't I, about all that stuff?
Oh yeah, you've been great. Yeah.
I mean, I always appreciated it when I came over, and he got out of his wheelchair to pretend like he wasn't hurt and stuff. I mean,
no, it was cool to have Jalen back, and I know. Like you said, man, he's passionate. I mean, he wants to make the most out of everything. And, I think we celebrated. Well, he celebrated with a couple honey buns with cheese on it. And outside of that, man, it was fun having him back, because, I mean, he was at treatment every single day. He's at practice trying to push through the pain if he had any. I mean, it was fun to see him back out there. It was exciting. He's my roommate. Y'all didn't see him, but he was behind the camera like 5 minutes ago dancing and stuff, trying to make me laugh. I'm glad you weren't asking me a question at that time. But no, it was fun to have him back out there.
I'm going to tell you, I told you this. Jalen has an invite. We would love to do a Sooner Scoop honey bun tasting at our new offices on Campus Corner. Like, get the whole crew, and everybody can finally tell Jalen once for all whether he's crazy or if he's just disgusting.
Yeah,
or maybe a genius.
To it. Yeah, he'll be open to it. And I know one thing that he'll say is he'll be like, don't go in with the mindset that this is disgusting. Like, just going with the mindset that you go into a restaurant and you want to try something new. That's what he'll probably say. That's what he told me. He said, just try it like you want to try something new. And I still haven't done it.
What you should do is just start quizzing all your teammates about what's the weirdest thing that you like to eat. And maybe we can find, something that's actually amazing. Like, I don't know, maybe honey buns and American cheese is amazing. I don't know. I'm willing to try.
It's even, I mean, there's a couple guys on the team who have weird, tendencies of what they use. Like Brian Osimo, he uses ketchup on everything. And I do mean everything. I mean, steaks, mac and cheese, eggs, like everything. It's disgusting. And like LaRon puts hot sauce on everything. And I just can't fathom that. I mean, I think one time he used hot sauce for pizza rolls, and he tried to do it with cereal just to see, but I mean, it didn't work out.
I remember in grade school, someone challenged me to drink a whole bottle of hot sauce, and I did. And it was disgusting. But I didn't throw up.
What did you get out of it is the question.
What did I get out of what?
Drinking a whole bottle of hot sauce. I mean, was it like a bet? Like, if you do this, I'll give you $5?
It was just a manhood bet. I mean, it was a grade school manhood, 5th grade, I think. Yeah, 5th grade, I think. And,
days have definitely changed.
In 5th grade, we would always, they probably wouldn't let kids do this now, but it would be like a recess, and you'd walk around the school, and all the guys would go into the bathroom and either talk sports. Sometimes we'd have fights. I mean, if people had beef, they'd just have fights.
Beef? I'm surprised you know what that means.
What? What do you mean?
I know you. No, nothing. No. Go ahead.
I'm not that old. I mean, I won't. I will not use okay bet. I know my limits. That's your thing. I won't do it. I try to be cognizant of, I don't want to be like old man embarrassing myself trying to use younger terms.
Yeah. No, you're good with that.
But beef has been around forever. I mean, people have had beef with each other since the 90s.
I didn't know people called it beef bat. I thought it was a newer thing, like 2000s type thing. I didn't know.
I'll tell you what, I'm ready to bring back an old slang term, which is boss.
Boss. How would you use that?
I think you should, it used to be, that's awesome. That's boss. That's cool.
Oh,
that's
okay.
boss.
Yeah.
But
I think that could definitely be a trend thing.
I think you could change it a little bit. to mean something a little bit different to make it cooler again. So
I think it could work out, especially with how trendy things can become.
Yeah.
And also, like what you said, drinking a bottle of hot sauce. Like I said, days have changed because in these days, like if they do something, they want something in return. Because I know, like when the cinnamon challenge was a big thing. My uncle was like offering people $100 if you do this, like you'll get $100. And I mean, at the time, I was a kid, like, oh, definitely. I failed miserably.
But you only got miserable. To keep the 100 if you kept it down.
Correct. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean that's what TikTok has done, though. I mean, the milk crate challenge was ridiculous.
Oh man, that was a good era.
Are you on TikTok?
Oh, actually, no, I'm not on TikTok at all. I mean, my teammates, they'll all vouch for me. I don't do TikTok at all.
I know Key's a huge TikTok guy, right?
Yes, he is. We got some guys on the team who are big with it. I mean, it's a good for like publicity and stuff like that, attention, build your brand and stuff. But it just never it's not for me.
You're kind of an old head.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that I'm big on like video games, like Madden. I'm the best Madden player on this team, and I will say that to promote this video because the players know that. I think I just got done beating Nick, Brian Asamoah, DTY, Latrell McCutcheon. They all know I'm the best Madden player on this team.
Maybe that's something we need to look at is like Twitch streaming and just guys playing each other, just a challenge. Maybe during bowl prep or something we could do like a Madden challenge.
Sorry, that's Jalen. Jalen's right here. He's walking out with a honey bun and cheese in his pocket as we speak. But now, we should do something like that. I know I'm the best at that. Even Jalen, am I not the best at Madden on the team?
No, you really are.
Yeah, so I mean, exactly.
I believe that was a no, is what I heard.
Oh, not at all.
Okay. Okay, so back to kind of, the basics here. College football rankings came out. It wasn't pretty.
Right. Right.
What's the mood on the team about this? I know it's the first rankings. I don't want to put words into your mouth. Just tell me how the team takes that when they see number 8, because no one expected OU to be that low.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it amongst ourselves and like our group chats and stuff, but actually at practice, like it wasn't brought up at all because like when we're just in the zone practicing and like focused on what we're focused on that week or the next week, like it didn't come up like one bit. And one of the coaches brought up after practice, like in little position, little huddles and stuff like that, and it like we remember like, oh yeah, they did do that or whatever. But just the mood around the team as players, just more so like just proving more people wrong. I know Caleb Kelly retweeted a video. He said like 3 years ago that no one likes OU and we don't like anybody else, and it's just a lot of disrespect on our names. Players, teams with, different types of losses are ahead of us and stuff like that. So it's fine, though. We just got to keep doing what we're doing. We're the only 9-0 team in the country right now. So we're just striving to be perfect right now, just 10-0 in the next week.
Do you think, surely you have some guys in the locker room that are kind of like little Skip Baylesses or, Stephen A. Smiths that want to debate, like, why you're 8, and why.
Yeah.
I would think that there's somebody that's like, look, who have we beaten so far? Look at the championship November, how important that is for us. Do you get that kind of stuff too?
Yeah, you got guys in there, like you said, I think that's Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, breaking down stuff analytically, bringing up numbers and stuff, and, tweets from April and all that. But, we think of that. And I think I seen another tweet that said Oklahoma has the second hardest schedule in the country right now, for the remainder of the season. Right. And which is fine with us. Like I always say, pressure's a privilege. It just shows that, like, we got bigger expectations and goals than other people. So, we got Baylor, Oklahoma State, Iowa State, all capable teams, as we all know. I think everyone's a capable team. Anybody can be beaten. But it'll just show that we got opportunities to prove that we're, that team worthy of being in the playoffs.
Now, you mentioned in your post-game interview that, 30 seconds before the game was over, Nick said, championship November.
Oh, yeah.
You went back to the sideline. Benny Wiley said, I'm already in championship November. How much of a rally cry is that for this team? Because I know we're going to start seeing the social media stuff. But is this, like being at Oklahoma, is this one of the things that you kind of defend more than anything, the tradition of championship November?
Oh, yeah, because, you got to win to get in. And, championship November, that's a big thing. Not just something we say, something we take pride of. And, for a guy like Nick, to a guy who was in the organization early, who just wanted to play just to play, but now he takes it serious. It's fun to see because it's a tradition, it's a culture. And with Coach Wiley, he said, I'm already in championship November. It was like you said, late in the game. And, just something we gotta instill and show that the younger guys that it's something serious. Like you seen the tweet, I think it's like 27-0 in the month of November, the last 27 games, like 11 against top 25 opponents. And like I said, it's something we take pride in. I played some of my best games last year in the month of November, and it's just time for us, ramp it up a level, going to the month of December, like with everything in our control of our destiny.
You guys have seen, just sure scores. You probably, in some of these games when you've had night games, you've been able to watch some of the, you probably got to watch like Oklahoma State and Texas a little bit before you played that night. You guys got to have I would think there's a lot of respect for these next three opponents from you guys.
Oh, yeah, and I think it's, like you said, respect for the opponents, but more so respect for the game. Like you can't, like I said against Kansas, like you can't go in there like thinking like, okay, we playing these people, so we got to do this. Like regardless of who you're playing, your preparation and your mindset has to be the same. Because if you go in there with a different mindset, you're playing this game for the wrong reasons, like to put on a show against a certain team, or to diminish or minimize your preparation just simply because you're playing Kansas, or up it because you're playing Oklahoma State or Iowa State. So I would say, respect for the opponent, but initially respect for the game as well. You can't cheat the game, because the game will always seek out the people who do it for the wrong reasons, and we got to go with that mindset that it's to face its opponent every week.
We've spent so much time talking about practice habits, getting this team to play at a high level. What is a win? Win against Texas Tech? What is a young guy like Key Lawrence finally making a big impact? What does it mean to have like Justin Broyles and Pat Fields come down with it? What kind of message does that send to everybody that maybe all you guys have been harping on all season now that maybe wasn't there before?
Well, Pat Fields only got that because of me. No, I'm kidding. But it's just a great message because, not just beating Texas Tech. Yeah, terrible guy. But not just us beating Texas Tech, but the way we beat Texas Tech, I'd say it would give a lot of like momentum boost. Guys like Key Lawrence, Pat Fields, Justin Broyles, and the rest of the team. Seeing stuff like that, knowing what we can be and we can only be better. It's exciting. It gives us that one up, and we got this week to rest. Get our bodies right, watch film. Watch the game this weekend, see what our opponent's going to do. It just gives us that extra momentum and that boost to try to put on the show for the next week and just win out for the rest of the season.
You guys feel like if you do win out, you play well, you definitely control your own destiny, that the poll's nothing to worry about for you guys? Yeah,
100%. I know there's a team out there who could possibly have 2 losses and they still might make it, but I'm not going to say what that team is because we already know. But I do think if we win out, we control our own destiny because, you can't deny winning. I don't understand the concept of having, a quality loss over an ugly win. I don't get that because, at the end of the day, the teams that win are in the playoffs, and I don't understand that. So if we win out, definitely control our own destiny. You can't deny winning regardless of how you do it. And Coach Riley brought up a good thing. And that Auburn team, that national championship Auburn team, he brought up a little slide a couple weeks ago. And, he asked us what's the first thing that comes to our mind when we think of that team. We said dominant, we say winners, champions, all that. And he said, I'm glad you said dominant because if you look at that Auburn team in that year, if you see their wins and how they won, half of those wins was by one possession or by a field goal or so to speak, or they were down 17 or so against Bama and came back and won. So, it's similar to our story right now. All the wins haven't been pretty, but they're still wins. And it's just something that, we got to still control. And I believe, like I said, we control our own destiny if we win it all.
It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad that you finally got to have a little bit of a breather. I want to remind everybody, he is Isaiah Thomas. You can check him out. Yep. I think your Twitter's starting to grow quite a bit. I'm happy to see that a little bit.
Yeah.
But although that's the worst place when things are going bad, I'm just going to tell you that right now.
It is.
But you see his Twitter handle there. Also, you can check him out on Instagram, Isaiah Thomas 95, and check us out on YouTube. Click like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so every time the Isaiah Thomas show drops. Also, the sights and sounds as well. I know everybody's enjoying that. We appreciate all the comments as well. You guys have been fantastic. Just letting us, showing the love on the comment section. I think I've only maybe blocked 1 or 2 people. So,
understandably, keep the negative energy out your life.
And it's not so much. It's just like crazies. Like crazies come to your page and they start spouting the end of the world is near and stuff like that. So you just have to be like, you got to go. You can't. This is a sports page, all right, pal.
Oh yeah.
So, those are the people. I'm not blocking people for saying, negative things or anything like that. So, unless you're just being a real jerk, then you're going to get.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to get into it all. But no, It's the bye week, Isaiah. You guys practice. You had Tuesday off because it was the mandated day of NCAA because there were certain elections going around across the country.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday, today, you guys practice this morning. You'll have a Thursday practice, and then the team is off. What lies ahead for you then in the off week?
Well, yeah, so I'm glad you asked. I know tomorrow is practice, like you said. Then I'm going to go back to Tulsa tomorrow afternoon, see some family, of course. Go back to the high school, talk to the coaches, possibly some of the student athletes there. Yeah, it'll be real cool. Then Friday, going back to the boys' home, like I said I was going to do earlier in the season, go ahead and spend some time with them again, talk to the owner of it, spend some time with my coach that works up there as well. Then I think probably spend some time with some family again, some teammates that are from Tulsa. Then I'm going to head down there to see my girl, spend some time with her, and really just relax and chill and enjoy the rest of the weekend off and watch some college football for sure.
When's the last time you went back to your high school? Has it been a while?
Last time I went back it's been a long while. It definitely hasn't been this season at all. I think it was early August before we started fall camp, so it'll be exciting. Yeah, it was actually late July. It was actually late July the last time I actually went to the boys' home. So yeah, it's been a while.
You're a big star now, though. It's going to be different. You're going to get mobbed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it'll be kind of cool though, because I think I might. I think I might wear my jersey up there too, like one of the game jerseys I wore, because I think one of the workers owner, I think he asked me could I do that. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that.
Now, you know that they're just raring up for a pool game again. Somebody's going to challenge you.
Yeah. My coach, he was like, yeah, we're gonna go in the gym, probably shoot some hoops with them, and I can't wait for that. I'm gonna show them what I'm good at. Then after that, after I minimize their spirits, I'm gonna go ahead and play them in some pool and break them down a little more.
You like the do you like the new Thunder ice jerseys, the all whites?
Oh yeah, the
court
city
stuff?
jerseys. I love those. I'm not even a Thunder fan. I mean,
Everybody
I'm
hated them
actually
at
a
first,
Heat
but
fan.
when you see it with the court, like it makes sense. Like it's really cool looking.
No, yeah, it's real cool. Yeah, it's dope. And like I said, I'm not even a big Thunder fan, but those jerseys are dope. I'm a big Heat fan. I got my Dwayne Wade hoodie on right here. But yeah, so I'm a big Heat fan. But the Thunder jerseys are nice. The city jerseys, that's something I definitely order. But I don't. Well, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a jersey that I would definitely order.
I'm sorry, no one heard what you just said about being a fan of that team in the NBA. It's just color bars. This is all it's going to be when this free plays. No, I'll let you
I
have.
hope nobody gets upset about that.
No, I mean I don't know why you wouldn't be a Heat fan. I mean, they were the first super team when you were growing up, and you were a hooper.
My goodness.
So I mean, now it's fine. You can't really. I would think that you would like that there's super teams everywhere now because. It doesn't. Nobody can kind of put that label on the Heat as being negative now.
Right, yeah, it's kind of a norm now. You had the Warriors, now you got the Lakers. I mean, the Nets. So I mean, you got teams like that. It's become a norm. It's like numb to the league now. It just happens. Everybody, we'll handle it the way we can handle it. So it is what it is.
I know you're a huge Dwayne Wade fan.
Yeah.
What kind of hoopers do you kind of gravitate toward? I mean, you mentioned Shea Gilgeous. Is it just you just like scores, or do you like guys that were kind of like you, the way you played?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. I like guys. First of all, I like guys who can defend, and Dwayne Wade made some all NBA defensive teams. I think Shea Gilgeous plays good defense as well, and guys who also gravitate to me. Those guys who like gritty in the post. Like Shaq is my favorite big man of all time. Mm-hmm. Just those guys who are physical down there in the post. I like Giannis a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I hate on his game on Twitter or something like that, but man, I like his game a lot. Man, he's just down there, physical. Doesn't complain, doesn't look for calls. That's one thing I hate too. Guys that look for calls. Oh my God, I like this new rule change.
Yeah, it is good.
All the hooking and all that. Oh, I love it. I love that it's gone.
Harden does not like it, so he's having a terrible year so far.
Yeah, he is.
You mentioned. I would love to see you try and go up against Lou Dort because, I mean, that dude is stacked, man. I mean, he's thick.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he is. And his defense, he takes pride. Like, guys like him, like, that take pride in defense, like, no, like, I want to guard him. Like, I'll take the job. I'll take the task. And, I mean, he has great defensive clips. Like, he's known for that. Offense, I've probably never seen an offensive highlight from him. Probably never will. I think I've seen one game winner from him. But outside of that, yeah, like, I think if we could finally find a way to get a game of, King of the Court with me and him, I could score one time. One time.
I don't know.
If we can find a way to get this to him, tell him I said that.
Okay. I bet we get Gabe Eicher to just yell at him, from courtside sometime.
Yeah. So tell Gabe to get him.
I'll work on that with Gabe. One thing I did want to tell you, you're blowing up out there, and I don't know if we've ever really talked about this, but for the draft, you have to let me be your watch guy. Like, I have to be the guy that helps you put the watch on your wrist because I'm a huge watch nerd.
Hey, that's cool. That's actually pretty cool because I got this. Like I know for some of the bowl gifts we get, we got like this watch case, and I got like 5 or 6 watches in there. So I'm a big watch guy too. I don't know why I haven't worn for the Walk of Champions or anything. So that's fine with me. I'm down with it.
I'll be your watch Sherpa. I will. I'll teach you all about it. We'll do a video just going to like BC Clark or something. Maybe they'll sponsor.
Oh yeah,
the pod.
It's cool with
Or
me. No
sponsor the show.
video centered around the watch.
So yeah, I mean, anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. I've been thinking about that a lot, and if there's one thing I'm going to get out of this, I get to be your watch Sherpa.
Oh, that's good with me. It's going to go with a good outfit. And speaking of outfits, I know we got a surprise for him next week about, different types of outfits. So, I mean, that'll be something to be cool to tune in.
We have been talking a lot, just kind of off and on about rating the fits of the Walk of Champions. And, a lot of guys are doing it upright. I mean, I can't really say. I mean, do you remember? I'll go find the picture, but do you remember someone that just wore something so hideous that they still can't live it down to this day? It doesn't even have to be this year.
I mean, in my most recent memory had to be last game when Strip came out in the cowboy outfit.
Wasn't hideous. I liked what he wore. I liked
it wasn't
the plaid
hideous.
pants.
It just threw us off. Like, dang, I did not expect that from you and all that. It wasn't hideous, but that was just like the most, like the one that caught everybody off guard the most.
It just
but it
wasn't
the most
him.
hideous. No, definitely. Now, if like Spencer Jones or like Reed Lindsay were to wear something like that, guys would definitely he's something like that. But it was Strip. I was expecting some type of Houston Astros outfit, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll do some digging and I'll tell you the worst outfit.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know what he normally dresses like, but I saw that and I was like, man, I kind of like that. I mean, that's
it wasn't.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a bad outfit at all. It just caught me off guard.
It was really just the plaid pants that I liked. So
yeah.
But, Perry on okay with everything? Has he calmed down from the mask situation?
Yeah, he calmed down from it. I mean, that threw him off, too, because I didn't tell him I was going to wear it. And, it was a me and Nick thing, and I think I had the best outfit. Brian Asamoah, I'll give him that. Brian Asamoah dressed real dapper last game. So, outside of him, I think me and him had the best, pre-game outfit.
Is that something that you guys talk a lot more about now than maybe you used to, just fashion and stuff? Like, is that more all over the locker room than it used to be?
I wouldn't say talk a lot, but definitely that Friday, it's definitely talk. Like when we're getting on the bus headed to the hotel, it's like what you wearing tomorrow, or like you wearing this? Oh, I'm wearing this and that. So it definitely on Fridays it's become a big thing. Like when I go home, should I wear this, or I'm gonna send you a picture? Should I do this or that? It's definitely become a cool thing. It's fun, guys dress nice. I think I've dressed. I'll tell you or send you my best outfit that I think I wore, and we'll pull up the Jason one as well. But yeah, it's definitely become more of a common theme.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Another great week. Hope you enjoy some time off, get some rest. I don't have to not tell you to, stay safe or, don't get hurt or whatever this week. So I feel better about that. But go check him out, Twitter, Instagram. Check him out on YouTube. It's the Isaiah Thomas Show. Congratulations on the win. Look forward to Championship November, as I know everybody does. And stay tuned for a lot of stuff coming from Isaiah as well. Some stuff out there that you guys want to keep your ear to the ground on that's going to be announced soon. So, Isaiah,
100%.
Thanks so much, man. And we'll see you back here again next week after heading into the Baylor game as Championship November gets fully underway right here on the Isaiah Thomas Show on YouTube.
Yep.